Hello, friends. Very good evening. With that, let's start, and I would invite each one of you to make it more interactive session rather than just one way me uh, giving a lecture. So, very briefly, I have developed a guided healing meditation. I mean, during my 5 years of research, I traveled around the world, many countries, learned many healing methods, right from Reiki, EFT, Ho'oponopono, and the list goes on and on. And there was some urge I realized in my heart that can I develop picking best from all the healing methods I have learned and develop something on my own. And that's how a guided meditation was born. And we choose to name that as Anahat. And Zen and Co has been very kind, have given me many opportunity on their Sunday sessions and even many more one-on-one healing sessions I've done. And I'm once again with you guys. Of course, the platform is Zen on Co, but I'm sure audience is new. So I'd like to start with anybody has any question about, you have read about my profile as well as Amy explained. So anybody has any question, let's start with that. And then I'll go deep dive into Anahat guided meditation. So any friends could have any question, let's start with that.
Uh, Good
Yeah.
evening. My question is like, if the CML patients related to CML patients, how it will help to CML or AML patients, and how
Okay.
long it will take to see the positive results?
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Anybody else, or I start with answering the question to my friend. Okay. May I know your good name, gentlemen?
This is Rahul Chaudhary.
Right, Rahul. Rahul, thanks for your question. And that's a good point to start with, because I'm sure many other friends will have similar question in mind. I lost my wife through cancer. She had pancreatic cancer, and I lost in 2005. And in those days, I had best of treatment available. I had taken her to US, then somebody guided me to take to UK and then Australia and whatnot. I did possibly everything under the sky. Still, I lost her. In that entire journey, I realized that medical science has really progressed very well. But still, there is something which we don't know. So I was pondering with that question in my heart for many years. And I met Louise Hay in USA, and I asked her same question. And I think many of you may have heard about Louise Hay House, and your thought becomes things. So then I did attended her personal training for 21 days, and I got exposure to complete different way of thinking. To summarize and tell you, the root cause for any disease in the body, may it be cancer, may it be diabetes, heart problem, whatsoever, lies in our thoughts. Consciously or subconsciously, a human gets into a situation where the thought process creates a dis-ease in the body. And I asked the same question because I was suffering from diabetes those days. And she told me that, Yogesh, the day you realize your life is burden on you, human life is supposed to be the sweetest possible life on this planet Earth. When you find such a sweet life as a burden to you, you tend to get diabetes. And that put seed of changing thoughts in my own life. After about 2, 3 years, pondering on the same question and going deep into it, I realized that I am only responsible for my diabetes. And I got out of diabetes moment I start changing my thoughts. And in entire these 5 years of journey, I realized unconsciously, I am only responsible for my health situation. Unknowingly, I invite disease in my body. And the moment I was completely in alignment with that, in period of 8 months, I lost about 30 kilo of weight, and I was completely free from diabetes, blood pressure, high cholesterol, obesity. And then series of events happened in my life that I dedicatedly started working on, using various healing methods to create a change situation, or I would say put seeds of change in the minds of recipient, and people start getting change. So Rahulji asked, trying to answer your question,
Yes,
every
please.
human being unconsciously goes into creating various thought process that invites, that creates disease, means lack of ease in the human body. And that thought process become the seed of any names of disease, may it be diabetes like I was facing myself, may it be cancer, may it be heart problem. So moment you agree with that and start changing your thought pattern, you can get free in the short time to come. Second part of your question, how much time it may take. It takes typically thumb rule in my last 14 years of journey, about 3 to 3.5 months. But it could be little early, it could be little late in case to case, because it is like I can teach you, I can guide you, I can handle you, I can support you, but I can't do thinking for you. I can't do breathing for you. So thumb rule is about 3 to 3.5 months. That Rahulji answer your question, please?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So I have also read that you are IT professional.
Yeah.
And, I belong to in the same domain.
Okay.
I am working as a IT management team, and I have a good team in that. But no, since I'm diagnosed with this CML cases, I can see there is stability problem, or kind of a concentration problem is there. The lack of
Right.
thoughts is
Right.
boarding on me. So I'm really confused, and I just saw that this topic, and I thought that I should join and take the benefits of your words and your
Sure,
suggestions.
sure, sir. You're welcome. I mean, I had amazing 30 years of career in IT. I traveled. I was in US for many years. I was in Japan.
Exactly.
I was in UK. Travel so many countries, so many things, and I had lust of a lot of growth for money and blah blah blah. But at some point, all those become futile. And I was telling my wife, I'll retire early at the age of 50. Then we'll have a lot of fun together. But anyway, God invited her back much before that time. So then I realized that, one is to learn to balance everything. You can't do today, like you can't eat a chili today and tomorrow you'll eat salt and other day you will eat something sour. You have to learn to live in good balance. You need to earn money. Also, you need to take care of your health, because health is one item you will not able to regain back. So that was a hard way of learning. So whatever I learn, I'm trying to share over a period of last 12 years with friends and in the platform like Zen and Co and blah blah. So It's pleasure. Thank you, Rahul Bhai, and we can talk. And anyway, I could be any help to you. Feel
So,
free.
my main concern is that if I tell you that I'm very, you can call me a vegan person. Like I never take non-veg foods, never alcohol, never smoke, never drink, but still I got this disease. No problem.
Yeah.
In beginning of the lockdown, I got diagnosed with this. In my TLC count were more than 2 lakh, 2.5 lakh something, and suddenly I start the stomach pain, and this thing happened. I got
Right.
diagnosed, and the journey was so horrible because I was in a lockdown in Delhi somewhere. My family was away from me. Somehow I try to manage, but the thought process, the main topic is there today. The thought
Right.
process, somehow I mismanaged that. No, the thought process
Yeah.
was continuously, attacking on me. Or I was not able to control my thoughts. No.
Right. Right.
So that process I want to learn. Is there any process really that it can help me to control those thought process
See, it is
to
like
all this? Yeah,
if you are on a seashore, the waves will keep on coming. You cannot stop that.
exactly.
But if you can learn to navigate within the thoughts, you could be able to swim very well in the sea.
Okay.
So same like human mind generates 50 to 60,000 thoughts every day. And
Exactly.
common across every human being. But if you create serenity within you, if you create peace within you, you can navigate, because out of these 60,000 thoughts, you hold on to hardly 1% of thoughts.
Exactly.
Rest of thoughts keeps coming and going.
Mm-hmm.
If you understand that, what are the basic thoughts you are holding on to it, and change that pattern, you could win life. So, I mean, Anahat is primary built to change and support you, bringing new thought pattern in your consciousness.
Exactly. So what are the process for that? Do I need to follow the certain guidelines? Like I have to go for morning yoga classes, gymming. What are the key of behind this?
We,
Learn that.
we will do a small 10-15 minute session today, a pilot
Okay.
session, so at least you get idea about that.
Okay.
So these questions will help other people to understand what we are trying to do today. And
Okay.
towards last 15 minutes, I'll try and actually do a sample, a small session, so
Okay.
everybody gets idea about that.
Great. Great.
Yeah. Anybody else, friends? Any question? Because this question answer dialogue will create a lot of clarity in what we are trying to achieve, and then we'll do a small session together.
I think there is very less participant today.
Yeah, I know.
But
I
yeah.
could see that. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, like whatever has to happen will happen.
Any suggestion on diet plan or?
Yeah. Okay. So again, let's carry
Yes,
on this
sir.
question about diet plan. Yeah. Anybody else was?
Somebody
Yes, sir. I am Dhruva Chakraborty. I am a CA breast cancer patient.
Okay.
I have completed my treatment almost. One of my friend who is practicing pranic healing, she suggested me to follow that. But I find it very difficult because my concentration, I'm not able to keep concentration. I go on diverting from various thoughts, and I'm not able to complete it a single time. If you advise and guide how to control myself, that will be better.
Right. A good question, and I think this is again been general challenge in our society. But as much time you try and control mind, it will go out of control. But moment you try and accept the reality, acceptance will create a platform for peace, and we'll try and take an actual demo or deep dive in that. there was a question by Rahul Bhai about diet. So let me tell you, like today, these days are monsoon days, practically all over India. And especially in the cities like Bombay, Pune, where I am very closely associated, maybe even partly Delhi. You know, local municipal people start cleaning nalas just before setting of monsoon. The primary reason is these days because of plastic usage and various undissolved material, water get locked into city. And if you go a little more deeper into that, when water get locked, all the kachra, everything, you know, gets accumulated at a particular point. And in this locked water, the breeding of mosquitoes happen. And that brings into challenge of malaria, dengue. But wherever the water is flowing, there is never any risk of this type of mosquitoes breeding in. So taking same in our life, in a situation where our food is acidic, and let me tell you, all this typical so-called quote unquote junk food, colas, all are acidic in nature, and that provides breeding ground for disease to grow in our body. But all the natural foods like raw vegetables, like what we normally use, salads, sprouts, dry fruits, green fruits, all are alkaline source of energy. If you consume this 4 category of foods in the right quantity, or even cook food just in less than 3 hours of its cooking, it will create your body alkaline. And in pure alkaline body, no disease can survive. Like in a flowing water, there is no disease. The same way, our body is almost 70%, 72% of water. So if that water intake as well as food intake is alkaline in nature, it will create its own defense system that will not provide a breeding ground for disease to grow. So Rahulji, if your food is alkaline, that will lead to your body becoming alkaline. And in alkaline body, disease just cannot survive. So food is very important source because you are what you eat. That's a say we have all heard about in our life journey. So if you start consuming more and more alkaline food, alkaline water, your body will create such a strong defense. And the moment your body is moving more and more towards alkalinity, you will create a tremendous strong defense where a disease cannot survive. But if your body continues to be poor with acidic food, it becomes difficult, especially people who are suffering from various forms of disease, especially CA. I would strongly recommend, at least for the period till you come out, create as well as through food. Hope that answers the question, Rahul bhai.
Exactly, sir. So, one more, my curiosity is not completed yet. So, I'd like to know how to create the alkaline water and food. No, I used to take, in empty stomach, lots of, lemon water, fresh lemon. I used to, just squeeze it and have the water, the lukewarm water. This is one thing.
whenever throughout the day I feel heaviness or anything, I do the same thing. So these process I am still following before.
Wonderful.
This before diagnosis of CML. Even after that, I'm doing this thing. So I'm a little confused that I'm on the right way or not.
You are on right way.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I don't know how much lime you consume.
At least two limes in a day. It's very normal for me.
Good. I have used lime, and also in some of the South American countries, lime has been used as alternate to chemotherapy. And just to give you friends idea, in some cases, I have used lime to the extent of 15 to 20 limes a day on an elderly patient.
Oh my God.
And I mean, yes, he was completely shocked himself and was not in agreement initially. But slowly we increase from 2 to 5, 5 to 7, 10. I mean, he was taking it practically forcefully, making his faces. But in just 3 days, his acidity started reducing, his bowel started getting clear, his urine flow become absolutely easy and very simple flow. And he realized that, yes, I don't like this, but it is impacting my body and is giving me good result. In an experiment of about 11 days, we reached up to 20 lime at peak. Of course, he was not a CA patient himself at that time, but he had severe urine infection and extremely heavy constipation. He got through with that practically once for all in his life. And I think if you guys have heard about Darshan therapy is also, you can look at and Google and find out that Mr. Gershon was from US, but because of US laws, he could not practice. So he moved his center in Mexico and in UK. And they also treat people purely on raw food, juices, lime water. These are the 3 primary intakes they offer, and people use that. I think they have like 20 days program and 30 days program and all. And most of the time they use that as the primary source to convert body from acidic to alkaline. And moment is body is converted to alkaline, disease practically stops growing, and you can completely move it out from your body using changing thought patterns.
Great. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I can take a couple of questions before we get into a sample session of Anahat guided healing meditation. I could see popping up some questions, but with my specs not on, I could not read it. So anybody who has written question can ask me.
I think it's from Sushil Rathi sir. So he was asking whether the cow urine can be beneficial or not for the treatment of cancer. That was his one question. And the next was, where is Kangen water system? And it said Worsley 1. So he just wanted to know about that as well. And, yeah.
Okay, I think I'll take a minute to read.
About cow urines, whoever asked, he's comfortable in Hindi. तो अगर हम हिंदी में उनसे आंसर करें तो ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा.
हाँ.
Yeah. Okay. So if I'll just repeat the question. If the question was that urine therapy, is that right? Self urine के लिए.
No sir, question उनका है क्या गौमूत्र और का पानी उपयोगी रहेगा in this cancer therapy? And whereas Kangen water system is very costly affair. I don't know what he has written.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm getting it.
Yes.
Yeah, there are many people, and there is specifically in Gujarat, there is an institute in Valsad where they use cow urine therapy. And I had also used cow urine therapy. And as a matter of fact, about last 7-8 months, because of some personal challenge, I have stopped using. But otherwise, cow urine, yes, does help you in creating your body environment to be alkaline. And I have seen many cases where cow urine has really helped in many time removing the disease completely, many time at least slowing it down dramatically. And you can use other methods where it becomes complementary to free you from the disease. But only thing about cow urine, be very careful. Don't take stray cow urines directly, because these days cow use all stray food on the road and all. So normally you buy from a proper Ayurvedic shop where they accumulate desi cow urine, a first urine of morning, and then they boil it up and create boiled urine bhap ko pakad ke arc, and that arc is also substantially diluted, which really helps. Otherwise, a pure raw cow urine will be like a whiskey. It will really create a burning sensation in your body. But a diluted 30 ml cow urine every day, twice or thrice a day, is really useful. And I have been using that myself for a long period of time. That way, now that we talked about cow urine, there are people I have seen, and I am also been myself witnessing. I use arc of cow urine. The question of Sushil Rathi, you are right. Even self urine. If you are not on medication, even self urine becomes very useful. You can first thing in the morning, collect a small cup and drink it. That also creates a very strong immunity and alkaline environment in your body. See, CA is such a disease, people try various options. And I have come across almost 1,000 patients in last 12 years of journey, where people come with Ayurvedic something, somebody about cow urine, somebody about self urine. So many methods people use it up. But finally, if you look at summing of all that, these are all ingredients help you to make your body alkaline. And if your body is alkaline, as we talked about earlier, it helps really to strengthen your immunity, and that slows down the growth of the disease. And you can then work with whatever other methods you're using, or even any form of healing method that will really multiply chance of results. Any last question before we start the small sample session of Anahat? Okay. So each one of you take a comfortable position wherever you are, and try and see that you need not move your body at least for next 20 minutes. Try and sit in a position which is comfortable to you. Maybe your headphone or maybe your sound system only works, because shortly we'll come and close our eyes. So let's start, friends. I'm sure you are into a comfortable position. If you're sitting on a chair, let your both legs completely be stable on the ground. You can put probably both your hands on your lap. put your attention on your breath. Even I'll shut off my video. So then we are only into listening mode. So first step, after closing your eyes, put your attention completely onto your breath. Each one of you and every human being on this planet Earth knows my breath is source of life to me. And the moment I'm born on this earth, till the time I'm living on this earth, my breath is my partner all the time. So please wear a lovely smile on your faces. Your smile will communicate to each cell of your body. A thumb rule says human body is made of almost 100 trillion cells. 100 trillion cells. In your cell, each cells only understand language of emotion. So if you are smiling, you are communicating to your body that I am in happy state of mind. I am in joyful serenity. And moment that get communicated, your cell's role is to enhance, multiply the emotions you are indulging in. So like we all in our childhood, in our own thing or our children, a very small baby is not concerned about wearing clothes and he or she is completely carefree. Then only society, our parents induct. As you grow up little, you have to put on clothes. We all are in our birthday suits in our bathroom. But when we step out of our bathroom, we put on certain form of clothes in our body. So I hereby invite each one of you from today onwards to wear a smile on your face wherever, whatever time you are in. Your smile communicates to every cell of your body. You are in a happy, joyful, serene state of mind. So let's start with smile and put all our attention onto our breath. Just observe your breath. Simply observe your breath. And as one of my sister was telling me, I cannot concentrate. And that probably happens to most of us. In a closed eyes, put your full attention on your breath. And you realize in a couple of minutes, your mind starts wandering at all places. With a lot of love and care, bring your mind back to observing the breath. Some people can concentrate very quickly. Some people need some time to concentrate. But my invitation to each one of you, as many times, various people have given various metaphor to our mind. Mind is like monkey. Mind's role is to keep on indulge in waves of thoughts. As much you resist, it persists. Simply observe your breath. And you realize, moment you realize my mind is going somewhere else, with lot of love, I'm emphasizing strongly on lot of love, bring your mind back to observing your breath. This step looks very simple. but it is extremely powerful in bringing concentration, improving your concentration, improving your focus. So please try. Keep your eyes closed. Observe your breath. And you can talk to your breath. My breath is coming. My breath is going. My breath is coming. My breath is going. Initially, when you talk, your mind does not wander so much. But mind is again extremely powerful. After some time, even this talking, in spite of this talking, the mind will wander. But as I said earlier, with a lot of love and care, like a small baby, if you say, please don't do this, he or she will do it first, or will do it more and more. But as a matured parent, with a lot of love and care, we try and tell him same thing again and again. The same thing applies in this situation. Let your mind stay fully focused. And every time you realize your mind is wandering, go peacefully with a lot of love and care. From wherever it is wandering, bring it back to observing the breath. In some cases, it may take 5 minutes, some cases, it may take 5 sessions, 5 days, whatever. But slowly and steadily persist on that, your mind will relax. The entire first session is to get your mind and body relaxed. And relaxed mind and body creates a platform for you to dive deep within you. Normally, because we are at shallow level, we are at thought level, you are not able to dive within yourself. So first step is to be observing your breath simply with amazing smile on your face. Just observe your breath. The next step is to increase depth of your breathing. Just to give you a very brief idea about, maybe a couple of thousand years back, the days of Rishi Munis in our society, the normal breathing pattern was about 5 breaths a minute, which unfortunately, fortunately, in fast-paced life of today, and especially in the cities, our breathing pattern goes to almost 14 to 15 breaths a minute. And you can try and test yourself after the session. The smaller city or even village, it is about 12, 13. But we have degraded our breathing pattern right from 5 to 14, 15. So please, in this second step, do as best as possible without disturbing body equilibrium. All people who do meditation, the meditation purpose primary is to connect with yourself and stabilize your breath. So please enjoy your breathing. Celebrate your breathing. And try and breathe as deeply as possible without any disturbance to your body equilibrium. So please enjoy your breath. Celebrate your breath, because breath is your life energy. Breath is your prana shakti. And keep wearing that cloth of smile all the time. I'll keep on reminding you. Even simply smiling faces, just make 1 day practice, just 1 day practice. Irrespective of your professional or a businessman or a housewife, whatever it may be, maybe student, just make a conscious effort of just carrying that smile on your face wherever you go. And you will get so many feedback from so many people. ए राहुल भाई आज क्या हो गया? आज आप बहुत खुश में लगते हो, आज बहुत हंसते लगते हो, आज आप बहुत सुंदर लगते हो. You look so nice. You look beautiful. A smiling faces are very contagious. People will notice the change and they will also smile. But that's a small way of changing yourself and environment around you. So please keep wearing your smile and do deep breathing practice as much as possible. I'll quickly go on to third step. Here we'll try and do practice of our ancient breathing practice. And some friends who are associated with Sri Sri Ravi Shankar's Art of Living may know about this form of breathing. You take a deep breath for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. And release and empty your breath, empty your lungs completely for 6 seconds. And then hold back, empty for 2 seconds. Once again, the cycle starts. I'll repeat for you. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Release and empty your lungs completely for 6 seconds. Hold your breath empty for 2 seconds. So in summary, this process of breathing is 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2, or ancient Rishi Muni form of breathing, whatever name you feel comfortable on. So I'll just repeat: 4 seconds of breathing in, 4 seconds of holding your breath, 6 seconds of releasing your breath, 2 seconds of holding. So this means that 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2 means 16 seconds, one breath. So loosely, you are doing breathing for 4 times in 1 minute. Is that right? And this is vis-a-vis, typically we breathe 14 to 15 times a minute in a normal case, unconsciously. So consciously we are deepening our breath, and by sheer deepening our breath, we are creating more power within ourselves. And as all friend you friends know, an egg we take and break from outside pressure. We can make omelette, we can make whatever burji, whatever egg recipe you want to make. But the same egg, if it breaks from inner power, a new life is born. Exactly the same way, if we start creating that inner power through this deep breathing process, it will create a tremendous energy inside, and anything inside out will create exponentially strong defense system or immunity, what we call. So please, just summing up, with a smile on your face, you breathe in, you do deep breathing practice of 4 seconds breathing in, 4 seconds holding your breath, 6 seconds releasing your breath, 2 seconds empty. Once again, the same cycle. As many times you can do this practice. You may be sitting in car, maybe sitting in train, maybe at home, maybe office. Whenever you get some time for yourself, remind yourself and first bring in that smile on your face and start doing practice for breathing. Next step, connect to your body parts. Your body is vehicle for you in this life journey. So there are 2-3 techniques, very popular techniques, nothing very unusual about, but it has really helped me big way, help my patients. Whenever you take bath, whether it's a bucket bath or a shower, use your hands, palms very freely. Practically touch every part of the body and talk to your own body. Say, I love you. Extremely successfully use very simple but very powerful technique. Use your palms freely and touch every part of your body, right from bottom of your feet till top of your head, and say your body, I love you. You're telling yourself. Also, whichever part you have pain or whichever part your body is infected with CA, or otherwise also if you have pain in leg or headache, whatever, stay, put your arms, put your palm around that part and बहुत प्यार से उसको send message of love. I love you. Wherever, whichever part. And you know, love is the biggest healer in the world. So say, I love you. Once you complete your bath, look at the mirror. See yourself in the mirror. Connect eye to eye. And say, I love you. Say 11 times, I love you. And bring that emotion. When we say our children, our spouse, our friends, our parents, I love you. You don't say mechanically, I love you. Come with that emotion. I really love you. Maybe sometime you can use your pet name. A pet name is always only available to people who are really close to you. Say, Yogi, I love you. My name is Yogesh, but people at home call me with Yogi. So that brings that oneness, closeness, connection. Yogi, I really love you. I love you. I love you very much. So bring that emotion and let it get reflected in the mirror and say, I love you. Even while you are outside, before sleep, or time you are resting, maybe time you are in car, you can use your palms and touch every part of the body and say, I love you. And especially to the body parts which is creating some pain for you. We move to next step. Once you do this with closed eyes, your mind is relaxed. Your body is fully relaxed. You're not moving your body. You're sitting in the same posture, same comfortable, easy posture. So when a mind and body is relaxed, you will be less troubled by the waves of thoughts. To my sister who was asking me, I'm not able to concentrate. This practice will really help you big way. Do it lot of love and care. And if you don't love yourself, you cannot love anybody. Because it's simple. What you have, only you can give it to somebody. If I tell you, Rahul bhai, I'm going to charge you 10,000 rupees for my answering your questions. Rahul bhai may say, sir, I don't have that much money in my pocket. I may have to bring from my bank or ATM or whatever. The same way, you can give it to anybody what you have. So create so much love for yourself. When you create so much love for yourself, you can give love to somebody else. And when you love your body, which is your only vehicle for you in this life journey, you create a completely different platform for your thoughts. Now in the most crucial part of it, this was more like a building blocks. The third step is you talk to your breath. Like, example I can tell you, I don't know names of all you friends. Whatever religion we may believe in, Allah, Jesus, Krishna, but we are most of the time, and pardon me if I'm this, my statement is creating any challenge for any friends. We want God in temple, in the frame, not with us. If he's really with us, and if we believe that, we'll stop doing anything which is of any negative value. Create a belief. Your breath is your God. Till you are on this earth, your breath only can make you survive. So talk to your breath and as if you're talking to me, as if you talk to your spouse, talk to your friend, talk to your doctor, talk to your nurse, talk to a therapist. Talk to that divine energy through your breath and talk to your breath. Every breath, I'll repeat 3 times. Please listen carefully, my friends. Every breath brings in me purest of pure love, joy, amazing health, happiness, serene peace, prosperity, and complete harmony with lives around me. And every breath I release, I choose to release all my life's accumulated anger, resentment, negativity, guilt, fear. Once again, every breath I breathe in purest of pure love, joy, amazing health, happiness, serene peace, prosperity, and complete harmony with people around me. And every breath I release, I choose to release all my life's accumulated anger, resentment, negativity, guilt, fear, hatred, jealousy, lust completely. Last time I repeat, every breath I every breath I take in, I bring in purest of pure love, joy, amazing health, happiness, serene peace, prosperity, and complete harmony with life around me. And every breath I release, I choose to release all my life's accumulated anger, resentment, negativity, guilt, fear, hatred, jealousy, lust completely. With this, a continuous dialogue and the actual process of release and replace all the junk in the body with purity and love. A time will come soon, a time soon will come where you breathe in pure love, breathe out pure love, because there is no junk anymore left in your consciousness. And the day that happens, you will be free from any form of disease, not only CA, any disease whatsoever. So this was, my friend, a very shrink sample for you. I think we have a couple of minutes in case anybody wants to ask any question now. And right, we have just 2-3 minutes in our hand. And I'm open to any question, any comments.
Yeah, I feel energetic and so calm, composed.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I like to do this kind of session.
Sure, sure.
So is there any way to connect you personally, or Zen Anko will be a mediator?
Zen Anko can give you a number and you can connect me and we'll schedule.
Sure. I request them to provide that.
Yeah, I'll share the number in the groups, the WhatsApp groups.
Thank you. I have taken a half-an-hour session from my office to join this session. So definitely I will join after the office.
Fair enough.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
That-
Yogesh.
Thank you.
My sister had some question about not able to concentrate. Does that really help you some way?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You're
Actually,
welcome.
I could concentrate because of your words. It was powerful and I could concentrate. But this
Wonderful.
guided thing, I always may not be getting. I will try to follow the steps as you said.
Yeah.
And yeah,
You
yes,
can
sir.
you
Thank
can
you,
call
sir.
me. You can call me offline and we'll talk and we can do a couple of deeper sessions, and then you can practice it up, and it will really help you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, Amy, thanks for your time and opportunity for me to talk
Thank
to
you
some
so much,
friends.
sir. Yeah, thank you so much,
And
sir.
my life is dedicated to serve as best I can. So, anytime you feel appropriate again, I'll be happy to come again
Yeah,
and meet
thank
some of your friends.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, sir.
Wish you all a great evening. Thank you and bye bye.